keep you waiting, sir. They've changed the staff toilets over. There'll be an unholy row about this, I can tell you. They've given us a hell of a walk down to the basement.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's not your fault, sir. I'm just sorry for the customer. I mean, it's them that'll suffer the most. Did you want something, sir, or did you just come in out of the rain?
No, I'm just walking around, but you could tell me what that is.
Yes, sir. Well, now I'll have to look that up, sir.
No, don't bother.
Oh, no bother at all, sir. I have the catalogue here. They're turning out such junk these days, it's difficult to keep pace. Oh, yes. Now, sir, that is a reproduction of a Tudor television chair.
A reproduction Tudor television chair?
Yes, sir.
Well. You also sell Tudor television sets?
Oh, nothing like that.
Yeah, why not? Somebody could make a fortune.
They're not interested in making money here. Funny lot, you know, the English. The Irish didn't work for them. I do not know. It's the Empire done that, you know. That was a terrible thing, the Empire. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard something.
We had to ask them to leave, you know. It was very embarrassing at the time. Well, I mean, there they were for 400 years, and ever so much as washed up a cup and saucer.
Yeah, do you sell Lieberman furniture?
Now and again, sir, yeah.
I don't see any.
Well, just come with me, sir.
Yeah.
Now, I think... yes, sir. I think that coffee table, sir, right at the back.
Ah, yes, right at the back. Yeah, well, I suppose that something has to go right at the back.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, you'd never get anything at the front, like, unless you put something at the back. That's where we put the stuff that nobody asks for.
Yes, sir, nobody asks for Lieberman anymore.
I know, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. They are getting too big for their boots.
Is that what the reason?
Yes, I have seen it coming for a long time. They design furniture to fit the assembly line, not people.
Not the people?
No, not the people, I tell you. Let me see that coffee table.
Certainly, sir.
Oh, no. Oh, Percy, who brought you up?
Oh, the lift man, Miss Stevens.
You made a very bad job of it.
Jam tart or donut? The jam tarts are very good.
I'll have a donut. Well, I know you make more on the jam tarts, Percy, but I happen to prefer donuts.
8p halfpenny, please.
I think it's a scandal that you make a profit out of this anyway.
Communist. Jam tart or donut, Mr. Lieberman? The jam tarts are very good.
Yeah, I'll have a donut, and you keep it for me. I'll be out in a minute.
Bad luck, Percy.
What have you brought that in here for?
Yeah, I thought you ought to see it. It's a very special sort of coffee table.
It's one of ours, isn't it? What's special about it?
Yeah, this is a coffee table that millions of people do not ask for. You are the financial wizard around here, so I am told, huh?
Oh, now just spare me the sarcasm, will you, Father?
Yes, and I am just the old-fashioned, out-of-date, obsolete and busybody who knows nothing about big business, isn't that right?
I think that's a very fair description, yes.
Yes, well, this lunchtime I went to Johnson's store. You know Johnson's?
Yeah.
Just to walk around, and do you know where I found that?
In the furniture department?
At the back. Right at the back. You would need binoculars to see it and climbing gear to get to it.
Well, something's got to go at the back. Why was it at the back?
Exactly. It is because nobody asks for Lieberman anymore.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Father. We're doing very nicely.
Doing very nicely. That is the philosophy of the smug, the decadent, the self-satisfied, and the overfed. That is not the philosophy of the dynamic, restless, imaginative, go-getting son that people tell me I've got.
I wish you'd stop using all these adjectives. So we found one of our tables tucked away in the corner.
Yeah, not one. All of them.
All right, all of them. You just happened to pick one store where Lieberman's stuff isn't very well displayed.
Not one store. 4.
4?
Yes, I went to 3 more and it was exactly the same. Now, Simon, you know as well as I do that a retailer puts stuff that sells well at the front. The stuff that he can't sell, he puts at the back.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Father, there are more firms in the industry, so it's perfectly natural. Proportionately less people are going to ask for Lieberman furniture.
No, that is not the reason.
All right, then, what is the reason? If you think you've got the answer, let's have it.
You have forgotten about people.
People?
Yes, people. They are small creatures with two legs who walk into stores and buy things from others.
I know what people are. What do you mean I've forgotten them?
You have fallen into the trap of thinking that production is for the sake of production. I have told you about this so many times, and now, here, you see the result.
I'm very sorry. I don't see what you're getting at.
You have become fat and bloated. You gobble up everything you see. You think that the bigger you are, the better you must be.
Father, in this business, size means survival. There's production flow, the assembly line.
Assembly flow. And at the end of the assembly flow, there is people, and people is what you know nothing at all about. And you can eat that donut now.
Now, madam, your receipt and your change. Thank you, madam. Call any time. Very much obliged. Very much obliged. Oh, I nearly never saw you. Can I help you?
Yes.
What the hell's that? Don't mind, sir. I'd rather you didn't swear on a Friday. Friday is a very unlucky day to be swearing on. Now, sir, you asked me what the hell is that. That is a reproduction of a Tudor television chair, sir.
What do you mean, a reproduction of a Tudor television chair?
I'm only quoting what it says in the catalogue, sir.
You don't need a special chair to watch television in.
Oh, we don't. We don't in Ireland. The English are a very funny lot, you know. They won't watch television in any old chair.
What do you mean, that is any old chair?
Well, it is to me too, sir, but I suppose if you have Tudor furniture in the room, it's a good accessory after the fact.
After the fact?
After the fact, you have the Tudor furniture in the room.
Yeah, well, in my view, anybody who's got a television set in a room with Tudor furniture is a schizophrenic.
Oh, we don't discriminate here, sir. Oh, we saw every colour, creed and class here, sir. No, you see, the Empire is responsible for that, sir. It's made them all terrible lazy.
Yes, well, I'd like to see some coffee tables.
Certainly, sir. Now, we have plenty of those, sir.
I'd like to see a Lieberman.
Oh, very few people buy Lieberman these days, sir.
Will you kindly show me where the Liebermans are?
Hey, well, sir, that's one.
Which?
Look, stand over here. No, wait. I'll get your chair to stand.
I don't want to stand on the chair. What's he doing over at the back?
We get asked very rarely for Lieberman stuff these days, sir.
I find that very hard to believe.
Oh, it's true. I mean, Liebermans have got terrible big lately, you know. Oh, yeah. They've forgotten about people. And the English are very funny, you see. I mean, being people themselves, they don't like that. Can I show you something else?
Yes. You can show me the lift to the ground floor.
Terrible job finding that myself. I tell you what, go to the top floor, and there's a big map of the building. You can't go...
All right, thank you.
But that's what I have to do.
Is my son in, Miss Stevens?
Oh, no, he's with Dr. Furling at the moment, sir.
Dr. Froling? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, sir. No, Dr. Furling is not a medical man.
Oh.
He's a psychologist.
Are you telling me that my son is in there having his head examined?
Oh, no, sir.
It's a pity. Somebody should do it.
No, Dr. Furling is a market research man. He's been brought in to tell us about people.
The human factor is everything. The more you know about human beings, the more you know about people.
That's exactly how I feel about it. Father, this is Dr. Froling, an industrial psychologist.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? I wonder what he meant by that. Now, don't worry, Lieberman. It's all in the subconscious. The subconscious is everything. That Lieberman image is down there somewhere, right on the jagged rocks of some piffling anxiety neurosis. We'll take that damned consumer apart like a watch. We lay the little pieces on the table, and wham! There he is, in little pieces. Ego, super ego. Nothing is concealed. He will stand before you naked as a freshly peeled egg, shivering in the icy winds of analysis. Then we repair the image, we pop it back into the subconscious, and Freud willing, everything in the market as all systems go. Don't worry, Lieberman, I will make sure you get a fair play from the damned consumer. Which way is out?
What a man! What a man! Father, you are absolutely right. I do not know enough about people.
I am beginning to think the same.
None of us does. If anybody can refloat the Lieberman image, that man can. Do you know he's been telling me that our image has probably become associated in people's minds with something that happened in their early childhood?
Yeah, like what, for instance?
Well, like premature toilet training.
Are you asking me to believe...
Now, there you go again.
...that people do not buy our furniture because they were potted too early?
Yes, it's entirely possible.
And how much is this salvage operation going to cost?
£50,000.
50? Tell me, wouldn't it be cheaper to just give to everybody free copies of Dr. Spock?
Father, this is a huge organization. They analyze people in depth. I mean, they don't just ask them to fill in a form, you know. They are laid on a couch and analyzed. It's a very expensive business. When Dr. Froehling gets going, he might even use hypnosis.
I think he's already started. On you?
Oh. Miss Stevens, I'll be in the boardroom with Dr. Froehling if anyone should want me.
Yes, excuse me, sir. How's it going?
Oh, very well. Very well indeed. He's got right down to the id.
Oh, splendid, sir. And has he found the image yet?
No, not yet, but he will. It's lying about there somewhere. There's an awful lot of muck and slime down there, you know.
Funny things, people.
Messy, too. Oh, Father, come on to the boardroom. Watch the work in progress.
The boardroom?
Yes, Dr. Froehling's turned it into his HQ. He's had a stream of people in there the whole week. Plain, simple, good, ordinary, honest people. And yet you ought to see their subconscious.
Just a mass of animal responses.
Just watch your language, please, Miss Stevens.
No, she's right. Come and see for yourself.
All right, I'll come. Oh, nurse, if I am needed, I will be in the brain laundry.
And don't call it a brain laundry.
On, my dear. You were lying in the middle of this field, yes? And you'd taken off all your clothes.
I saw a man coming towards me.
Yes.
I got up and ran away. And when I looked back, he was stealing my clothes.
Interesting. Then what did you do?
I ran all the way home.
Did you like your home?
Oh, yes. It was safe and snug and warm.
Now, my dear, tell me about the furniture in your parents' home.
Well, it was old and safe and snug and warm.
Did you love your parents?
Oh, yes. They were old and safe and snug and warm.
Yes, well, thank you, my dear. That will be all. You may choose any Lieberman product on the ground floor worth less than £10.
Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye. Thank you.
How many is that, Doctor?
331 ordinary, everyday housewives.
Do you think you're on the right track yet, Dr. Froehling?
Well, the fate of Lieberman's lies in that woman's subconscious. But one factor is already emerging. You've been selling the wrong thing.
You mean we are selling the wrong kind of furniture?
Who is talking about furniture?
Aren't we talking about furniture?
What has furniture got to do with it? You don't sell furniture, you sell an image. Who is this?
My father.
But doesn't he know any better?
You were saying we've been selling the wrong thing.
But certainly. You have been selling smartness and sophistication. It's smart to buy Lieberman. It's sophisticated to buy Lieberman.
That's bad?
Do you think you can sell sophistication to a woman who dreams someone is selling her, is stealing her clothes? Her clothes are her respectability. She admires sophistication, but she buys respectability.
I never thought of that.
Now I understand you. You mean that our furniture isn't respectable?
Are you still talking about furniture?
Are we still not talking about furniture?
I am talking about the subconscious mind. Who is this?
My father.
Goodbye.
He just doesn't understand these modern methods.
Nobody understands us, Lieberman. Nobody.
Would you like to come to dinner tonight?
No. Thank you. I have to see my analyst.
That man is an idiot.
Dr. Fröhling.
Yes, Dr. Fröhling.
Jam tart or donut, Miss Stevens? The jam tart.
Ah, very good. We know, Percy. I'll have a donut.
Donut, Percy.
Wouldn't you rather have a jam tart?
No, I wouldn't rather have a jam tart. I want a donut. What is so special about the jam tarts?
He makes more out of the jam tarts.
Percy, you make money out of getting tea and cakes for the office. Just a minute, Percy. You make more out of the jam tarts than you do out of the donuts.
Yeah, well, you see, I get...
No, that's all right, Percy. You needn't give me your trade secrets. I'll take a dozen.
A dozen?
A dozen, and I'll take a dozen tomorrow, and you let me know when you declare dividend.
Where are you going, Father?
Well, I'll tell you. You know this Lieberman image that is lying down there wrecked on the rocks of the consumer subconscious?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it is?
What?
A donut.
A donut?
Well, as distinct from a jam tart, sir.
As distinct from a what?
A jam tart.
A jam tart?
The jam tarts are very good, sir.
I think you both better get a grip on yourselves. Donuts, jam tarts?
Well, back again, sir.
Yes, back again.
You'd be pleased to hear they've changed the staff toilets back again. Everybody is a lot easier now.
No,
I did. Did you want something in particular, sir, or were you just killing the time?
no, as a matter of fact, I have a little problem.
Oh, I'm very sorry for your troubles. Problems is terrible thing.
Me?
I'm afraid I couldn't lend you any money.
No, it's nothing like that. No, I was thinking, if people do not ask for a particular line in furniture, it gets pushed to the back, yeah?
Yes, sir, it's the law of nature, really.
Yes, and if it gets pushed to the back, so less and less people see it, so less and less people buy it, yeah?
I never thought of that.
So one asks oneself the question, who is it decides that this particular line of furniture should be pushed to the back?
Oh, that would be himself, definitely.
Himself?
Mr. Johnson's.
Mr. Johnson. Yeah, well, let us go and see Mr. Johnson.
Oh, no, he never sees anyone, sir.
He wouldn't?
He's very English.
Is he?
Oh, no idea.
Yes, well, I tell you what. You go and tell Mr. Johnson that Marcus Lieberman is in the store and would be pleased to see him.
Well, I'll try it, sir. You were very sympathetic about them staff toilets.
Yes.
Marcus Lieberman. I'll remember that, sir. Lieberman. That's the same name as the furniture we keep at the bank. Sorry.
Lieberman, whom do we turn to in our darkest moments, when our confidence is at its lowest, when our anxiety is at its greatest, when we feel our sense of security slowly ebbing away? Whom do we turn to for comfort?
Our accountant?
Only so prosaic, old boy, our mother, that little white-haired old lady. She is the symbol of respectability. Hers is the seal of approval we so desperately covet. Wonderful! The theme of future sales campaigns is now becoming very clear to me. I see a young married couple about to take the first hesitant steps on the road to life.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
They are gazing in rapt admiration at the smart, modern-looking Lieberman wardrobe.
Yes, all our wardrobes are like that.
Besides them is a little white-haired old mother. Shyly, the young girl steals a glance at the old lady, begging approval of what she sees. The old lady smiles and nods her approval. And with all the experience of her advancing years, she says, I always bought Lieberman, dear.
I always bought Lieberman, dear. I like that very much.
I tell you, Lieberman, we've got that damn consumer on the run. We get hold of him by the scruff of the neck, and we shake the money out of his pockets. Who is this?
My father.
I see you tomorrow, huh?
What a brilliant man.
Yes, Simon.
Worth every penny.
Yes, Simon.
Why is it that some people have a white-haired old mother and I've got a white-haired old father?
Your white-haired old father found out something today.
Found out what?
The difference between a jam tart and a donut.
Now, don't start all that again. You've been sneering at Dr. Froley ever since he came here.
Simon,
he has just come up with the most brilliant solution to our sales problems.
Simon, tell me something. What profit margin do you allow your retailer on our goods?
10%, the same as everybody else. And another
Everybody else allows him 12 an hour.
Good. And another thing. What?
Everybody else allows him 12 an hour.
12 and a half?
And more.
How do you know?
Well, I went up to Johnson's and I had a look at the books. Naturally, they are going to push the lines that show them the greatest profit. And that is why Lieberman is at the back.
Do you mean to say I've spent £50,000 to solve a problem that doesn't exist?
Yes, well, you do need your head examined.
Just a minute. How did you get to see Johnson's books?
Yes, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
They wouldn't show them to you.
Well, he's a friend of mine.
Oh, no, he's not. Now, come on, how did you get to see them?
Well,
Yes?
tell me, how is Naomi?
Never mind how Naomi is. How did you get to see those books?
I bought the store. Well, only a controlling interest.
How much?
You know, they are not doing very well.
How much?
60,000.
60,000? And I should have my head examined? You bought a store to prove a point.
Not just to prove a point. No. I'm sure it will come in very handy. You don't want to buy a store, do you?
No, I don't want to buy a store. What do you think you're playing at, Monopoly? I mean, what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. They have a very good food counter there, Simon. I mean, if ever you run out of food late at night, you... I know one thing I'm going to do with it. I'm going to get rid of that damn television chair.